I get asked a lot about bleach on a log cabin. The answer is we do use it occasionally, but we use that as a last resort. Bleach is extremely effective at killing molds, mildews, getting some of that black discoloration out at times. The downside is bleach really can cause significant issues on a log cabin and has to be used sparingly, and you really need to know what you're doing for a couple reasons. It causes issues with adhesion of the new product if you don't get it out. So you really need to rinse. I mean, we tell our guys, if you're going to use it, you need to rinse at least 3 times. Rinse that cabin, rinse it until you know it's out of there, and then rinse it again. The last thing you want to do is pay all this money, stain the cabin, and then you use the bleach on one side of the cabin and it's coming off in sheets in 12, 18 months later. And I've got pictures. I've been to many houses where I've seen this. So yes, bleach works. It's a great product, but you really want someone who knows what they're doing utilizing it, because you can cause a lot more problems than you're solving. Other issues with bleach. So bleach is extremely corrosive. So nails, fasteners, any metal, that type of thing, it can cause that to corrode, and you can actually get like iron streaking. Nail heads can change the wood color a little bit. That's another factor. And then when you're using bleach, we've had bleach degrades very rapidly. So bleach is not a product that you can keep on hand for 6 months at a time. It loses its efficacy. We actually had a scenario house we needed to use it on. We tried every other cleaning agent, did a test spot, bleach worked well. We ran out and we went to a local store up the street, got some bleach. Like I said, we don't stock it long term because it loses efficacy. But we got some bleach, put it on, and it did nothing. Went to another store, got some bleach from there, put it on, it did nothing. Now we start looking at the expiration labels, realizing these are 3, 4, 5-month-old bottles of bleach. Ended up running to a Walmart because they're going through the product continuously, found a bottle of bleach that was only a couple weeks old, and worked great. One thing to be mindful is if you're using bleach, it does degrade rapidly. You need to be using fresh stuff if you want it to be effective. But then also, again, need to be extremely sure you get all of that product off. You're washing the cat, you spray the bleach on, it goes into those checks and cracks in the wood. You got to get that out. Even if you think you got it out, what we see is over time, water, moisture gets in there. It essentially wets that bleach again and it will leach out, and then you start getting delamination around the edges of these checks. So again, yes, we do use bleach, but we do our absolute best not to, and we are aware of the challenges and risks, and we take extra steps to use it. So I do not recommend homeowners, anyone inexperienced, as a rule of thumb, don't use bleach on your log cabin. Hope that helps.